Hello everybody, welcome to my channel, the Three Lotus Tarot. Today we're in the new year, just like I told you the last time that I'm gonna see you next in 2024. I hope you had a fantastic celebration, and now we're going to get into what the new year is going to bring for you, right? So I hope everybody's excited. I hope everybody's ready, and we are going to be using the tarot of the golden wheel for our reading today, supplemented by the Arcanan tarot, and of course ending with some advice from the Archangel Power Oracle deck, as I like to do. Okay, so what we are going to read about today, I know everybody's doing like what 2024 is going to bring for you, what is January 2024 going to be for you. So I think that that you have a lot of resource already and a lot of opportunity already to find out what's in store for you for these months or for the year. So I think that perhaps I'll do a little bit more about what's in 2024, what's the first half of 2024 going to be for you a little bit later on, okay? Because time could change the energies that come about for you. So I think now you have a lot of other tarot readers who can give you the information for this period of time. So what I'll do is I'll give you more insight or more visibility about the energies that are surrounding you a little bit later for your year, when not so many people are doing these readings anymore. Okay, so then you'll always have that opportunity to find out what's in store for you. So me talking, and I didn't get your decks out. The question we are going to ask today, guys, is as the new year starts, I think that you'll have different questions that might be on your mind, different ideas, different directions, you thinking where you'd like to go next, what you'd like to do next. So the question that I am going to read about today is, what is the answer to the question that's on your mind? Is it yes? Is it no? Can we get a little bit more information about the pathways that you're thinking about, or the choices that are on your mind? And also, like, if the answer is a certain way, what actions or what next steps can you take that will help you on that pathway? And then of course we'll end with some advice from the angels. Okay, so I hope that's going to be an interesting question that we're going to address with our spirit guides and the angels for you today as we start off 2024. So without further ado, let's get pile number one. Pile number one, great start, eh? You've got the Eight of Wands and the Mermaid's Tail. Eight of Wands and the Mermaid's Tail, pile one. For pile two, you have Six of Cups. Again, beautiful. Six of Cups with the Starfish. Pile two. And for pile three, you've got the Knight of Pentacles with the Seahorse. Alright, so that's pile three for you, the three piles. Take a look at which one calls to you, or it's maybe a combination of piles, and get to your reading in the time stamps in the description box below. Pile one, pile two, and pile three. I'll see you there, guys. Hello pile one, welcome to your reading. You chose the Eight of Wands with the Mermaid's Tail, so I'm very excited about this reading somehow. Okay, your answer, the answer to what you saw for on the camera. And what does that mean? That means stability, that means celebration, that means, you know, a promise of great things to come. Okay, so anyway, as I was saying, 8 of Wands and the Mermaid's tail, the answer to your question, the question on your mind is yes, yes, yes. Do it. Go for it. Go for it. Aim for the moon, aim for the stars. Okay, before that I also did have this inkling that what you're aiming for could be something that's not easily understood by other people, something that is quite mythical, something that's quite mysterious, something that may seem elusive or that people don't quite understand, and that may be like a cause of concern or confusion for you. But you know what, your spirit guides and your angels are advising you to put fear aside and just aim for the stars. You might have to take a couple of shots. Okay, I see many arrows here, or many wands here. You might have to take a couple of shots, or you could have a few opportunities to get this done, or to really get on the path of it. But the answer to your question is yes, guys. In this new year, in 2024, go ahead and do what it is that you have on your mind. Do what you have been toying about in your mind as your next step in your life. This could be for, I don't know, spiritual growth. This could be for your career. This could be for even something like, you know, getting a new pet, or buying a new car or a house. Okay, so perhaps let's see what is this pertaining? What is this? It could be quite difficult for us to get a clear answer because this is a collective reading, but I just want to know, and perhaps that could help some of you, because you might have a couple of things that you want to do, right? But if you think back to when you chose your pile, what was that main question? What was it mainly referring to in your mind, or alluding to in your mind? What is the most important question deep in your gut? That is the question that we are answering. Okay, so can we know a little bit more about the situation that Pile 1 is thinking about? Know a little bit more about the situation, question that Pile 1 is asking. Okay, so let's see what this is all about. You have the Chariot. See, what did I say? Go for it. You are thinking about something that you really, and this may be something that's going to how do you say, give you that status, elevate you from where you were before, or how you thought you were before. So this will really change your own perception of yourself, or people's perception of you. It basically elevates you to a different status, to a different level. Okay, it could be a great big progression up, a level up. But it is a beautiful card that's come out for you. Beautiful card. Oh wow, you've got the 5 of Wands. Yeah, you've had that tug of war. You've been thinking about this, and in your head, you know, in your head, you've been talking yourself into it. You've been talking yourself out of it. It's been quite a struggle in your mind about what to do with it. Okay, it could be just yourself talking yourself out of it. It could be yourself telling yourself, wow, you know, are you sure that's a lot of money to invest in this? Are you sure you can't really afford to make a mistake? You know, you don't know what's going to happen. It could be yourself telling you this. It could be somebody close within the family. Could be somebody else telling you to. You've got the Page of Cups. You see, do it, because the Page of Cups is about, you know, that starting something new, or your idea may seem a little immature, a little, like I said, mystical, a little bit elusive, like what you want to go quit your stable job to go become an actor in Hollywood. You know how difficult it is, or you want to write a book and get it published just like your favorite author. It's crazy, you know. Why are you going to give up your stable, regular paying job for that? No, you have no promise, no guarantee of success in that area. So it may seem like it is something whimsical, something crazy, people can't understand it, but you hold it deep, close to your heart. Okay, this is something you truly want. This is a dream for you, and you don't mind starting out on it, I think. And with the cards that have already come out for you, you know, you look like you're in good stead to start this out for yourself. Okay, even though it may seem crazy or the stuff of little kids' dreams for other people. Guys, the wheel, this is the time for you now, because it's going to be that change. Like I said, you know, that change in elevation, that change in status, that change in progression and development for yourself. So it is that time has come for you to go on this journey. Yeah, the time has come for you to go on this journey and really push yourself and really give that that voice to that passion that's deep inside of you. So I don't really have a clear idea yet about what your dream or your question is about, what your goal or what you really want to do is about. But I do see here that it is something that a lot of other people won't really understand, or they might think that it is way out there, and that you might be really putting yourself at risk, putting yourself in an unstable, dangerous situation. This is what other people think. Okay, this is what other people think, or a certain facet of yourself is giving you this tug of war. But your cards are beautiful, your cards are truly positive, and it is that time. You know, you start this line with Chariot and you end with the Wheel. Yeah, okay, so I want to then now get some answers as to what steps can Pile 1 do to start themselves off. What steps can Pile 1 take to start themselves off in the pursuit of this pathway? Pile 1 take to I'll show you the card that came out. It's crazy how the cards really just align. Okay, what steps can Pile 1 take to start off on this journey? Okay, so these are the cards that came out. And the first card, like I said, guys, the first card that came out for you, the Star. So have faith. Have faith. Focus on your dream. Focus on your dream. Visualize it. Okay? This is the time for you to start. The time for you to begin and put in the foundational blocks, whether there are any preparatory stuff, any first steps that you have to take, whether it's like I don't know, getting your papers in order, breaking that piggy bank, something, whatever it is that you need to do to start that first preparatory step. That is what you need to do, and have faith. Have faith and focus very deeply, very intensely on what you're trying to achieve. Okay, visualize it, see it in your head, live like you are already in that state that you're trying to achieve, that you want to achieve. Okay, so that's when the law of attraction will work its best for you, Pile 1. So Again, of course, the Star card is a beautiful card that's going to come out for you, right? I can't believe it. It's just you've got such strong cards, you know, the Star, the Chariot, the Wheel, the Eight of Wands, very, very strong cards. I mean, if you were unsure of what to do, there really is no reason for you to. The advice coming from your spirit guides and your angels are very, very clear. Okay, you also have the King of Cups. Yes, go into it, step on the pathway. The journey starts with a first step. Okay, so when you step onto that pathway, when you begin and you do that preparatory work, when you visualize, go at it with pure confidence. Okay, pure confidence, pure commitment. Okay, because the King of Cups is very, very sure of himself, very, very strongly believing in himself. Okay, the faith and the conviction that he has, the commitment to the goal is right there. He is somebody who is of no uncertain terms. Like he doesn't question himself. He's not disbelieving. He's not going to let an iota of self-doubt come in. That does not mean that you don't analyze things and do your due diligence and really think about things with a rational mind. It doesn't mean that, because the King of Cups knows how to use the different parts of himself, his intellect, plus his emotions. Okay, and so that's what you need to do to put a full package together. Okay, King of Cups, this is what you need to do. And the Queen of Swords, so these look like two energies, two different energies, right? The King of Cups and the Queen of Swords, they look like two different energies, but what I see is that, you know, you need to, what did I say just now? Use your intellect and your emotions, you know, your faith in yourself, your confidence. You know how sometimes men are very, very much more confident than women. Sometimes women beat themselves up a little bit more. So, you know, you could think of it like that too. If you are so inclined, if you're not inclined to, that's okay. All right, so as I said earlier, use your intellect as well. Don't just be emotionally invested or emotionally involved, but do that due diligence, do analyze, do use your intellect as well. There are facts about the matter that you cannot ignore. Okay, so it's crazy how these cards have come out. So King of Cups and the Queen of Swords, let the two energies work together. That's what you need to do, Pile 1. Okay, when you have that conviction in yourself and you come to certain realizations of actions that you need to take, decisions that you need to take, then go ahead and action them out. Take the action with also conviction. Take that action with self-belief and with the knowledge, with the faith that two should coexist as you go along your journey. Okay, wow, you also have the Emperor, Pile 1. So the Emperor gives you a whole lot of courage, a whole lot of wise thinking, because the Emperor is the one overlooking his empire, right? He is looked up to. He is, people put their trust in him. Okay, people will follow his lead, and he has that aura of power and success. Look at how he's decked out in his outfit, and look at all the trappings of power around him. Okay, be careful not to overdo it. Be careful not to get too carried away. Be humble at the same time, Pile 1. That would be one word of advice that I have coming out for you here, because you could, if one gets too entrenched in the idea of power, if one gets too caught up with the idea of, hey, yo man, I can do everything, I'm the best, then it becomes arrogance, and then you become overbearing and too much of a lover of control, or too much a lover of yourself that then other people might turn away from. Okay, so there's that sweet spot, that balance that again you need to have, utilize the wisdom of emotions, emotional maturity, and how you take actions also with maturity. Put that together, but you do have a big chance of success with what you're going to do, because we have that Emperor out here who, as you know, already rules his empire. Okay, so it's waiting for you. Six of Wands, again, another card of success. I saw this card earlier when it came out, and I was just quite shocked at the number of cards that are telling you, heralding for you the potential of success if you bear yourself well on this path. Okay, you've also got the Knight of Wands, so that is amazing. The Knight of Wands is that fastest knight of the deck, is that knight that goes, let's go, and he rushes into the fray. His horse is rearing in the classic Rider-Waite Smith deck. If you remember, he has flames on his armor, on his cloak in the classic depiction, so there's no fear. Okay, you're well prepared, you're brave enough, and you know what to do, because when knights go into battle, they know what they're doing, right? So a lot of potential is there for you, I see, but I also see a lot of action that where your cards are telling you, go ahead and do it. Take the action now. As I mentioned earlier, that foundational preparatory steps, if you haven't taken them, it's now the right time, the great time in 2024 to go ahead and take these actions. Power 1. That is so beautiful. Okay, let's get some words of advice for you, Power 1. What is advice to you as you go on this journey? What is advice to you as you go on this journey, Power 1? What advice can we give Power 1 as they go on this journey? Oh gosh. Okay, look at this, guys. Change your life. A sudden revelation that offers freedom. Break free of procrastination. Yes, do it now. Do it now. Embrace the opportunities that change brings. Change your life. Again, another card that just motivates you, right? You've got the Eight of Michael as well. You can be free. Make a courageous choice to change your situations. You're not seeing things clearly now, so if you just visualize, have faith, have conviction like the Emperor, have courage, utilize, like, you know, a balanced combination of wisdom and logic and intellect and action, with emotional maturity, with stability, with faith in yourself, you can get it done. You also have the Eight of Raphael. There is something better waiting for you. Do what you know is right for you. A spiritual quest. Okay, so this might be a hint for some of you, because we asked that question, right? Like, what is your question about? What is it that you're trying to do? What is it that you're trying to decide to do? And I did say that, you know, it seemed a bit mythical, it seemed a bit perhaps mysterious, and people can't, not everybody can understand it. Perhaps some of you are thinking about a spiritual quest, you know, whether like you might want to take your study of spiritualism, of religion to the next level. Perhaps some of you want to, I don't know, like resign from your job and go become a monk, or go live in a retreat somewhere, or learn meditation for 3 months, something like that. Or maybe go vegetarian, you know, it could be for some of you, right? But for, I would say, for all, a big giant chunk of you, what you are asking about has that mythical quality to it, more spiritual, more mystic, and people can't understand it, which is why, you know, you have that, oh, should I or shouldn't I? But you have a beautiful spread here with great advice for you, pile one. So I hope you've liked the reading. Please give me a thumbs up if it has been helpful for you. Comment, share, subscribe to the Three Lotus Tarot 2024. We're on to big, better things, guys. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Hello, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading, and I hope you're having a great 2024 already, yeah? You chose the Six of Cups and the Starfish. So I would say, at first glance, the answer to your question on your head is yes. Okay, and I did get this thought come into my head as well. For some of you, if the question is about reconnecting with somebody from your past, or reconnecting with family members who've maybe dropped off the face of the earth, where the relationship between you guys has not been as steady or as close as you'd like to be, and you recently been thinking about, hey, you know, I should start getting that relationship, those ties back on track, then the answer is most definitely yes. But that's only for some of you, okay? Other than that, the answer looks to be yes. It is a very happy card. There's a lot of smiles, there's a lot of serenity, there's comfort, okay? There's no fear, there's no confusion or uncertainty, okay? There's that innocent joy, innocent belief, and I would say, you know, there's trust in this card. So the answer is yes, but let's also get a little bit more information about what your question could be about, okay? Which aspect of your life could this question touch upon, so that you guys have some idea about this answer, okay? What is this in relation to? Because I know at the beginning of the year, everybody's got, like, you know, maybe new resolutions or different things that they're thinking about that they want to do, though the thing is that when you think back to how you selected your pile, the question that was most on your mind, or foremost on your mind, or in your gut, which, you know, gets you antsy the most, this is the answer to that question, okay? But I just want to get a couple more cards just to see what is pile 2's question in relation to what is pile 2's question in relation to. Okay, let's take a look. The first card that came out for you is death and transformation. So for some of you, remember when I said for a small subsection of you, this is about reconnecting with somebody from your past, or reconnecting with family members where your ties and relationships have fallen away or been in disrepair, or you've not been very close. This could come in very closely on the heels of a big change that has recently happened in your life, whether there has been a physical death in the family or with the person. that you're thinking about, or there has been major transformation, a big change that has happened in the surrounding of yourself, which has made you realize that, you know, I want to let bygones be bygones, or I don't want to not be in contact. I don't want to not be close again with this other person. Or it may have been a change in that other person's life that has made you realize that, you know, they need a friend, or they need you, or, you know, you want to be there for them, or you want to help. Something along those lines. Okay, so there's a major transformation, and in some cases an actual physical death. Okay, what else? Let's see. The Nine of Wands, the Page of Wands, the Nine of Cups. Okay, so the question for some of you is an emotional question. It's an emotional question because with the cups that we see here, so it could be somebody from your past who made you very happy, and that somehow you guys have like parted ways or lost contact with each other. But thinking about them, the memories, this is somebody, or these are a group of people perhaps, could even be like, you know, a hobby or an association, a group that you were with that now you're no longer a part of, but that played a happy role in your life. So if you're thinking about going back to that, reconnecting with that, the answer is yes. Also, yeah, so there's an element of this being people, or a group of people, or a scenario from the past. Okay, from the past, some time ago, a long time ago. Yeah. And let me see. Nine of Wands and the Page of Wands. Page of Wands. What other scenario does how to situation resonate with? What other situation does how to situation resonate with? Let's see. Okay, so also the Five of Cups. Yeah, without them, without being with this scenario again, whether it's a hobby, whether it's something that you used to do, or people that you used to hang out with, or a person, you have been feeling the lack. You have been feeling a little bit sad, a little bit melancholy about the disappearance of this person or thing from your life. You know, there's a bit of nostalgia as well, but you do feel this quite strongly, and recently you've been feeling it more and more strongly. Yes, it's something that you miss in your life. You feel the lack of it. You feel a missing. You may not have always felt that you missed this person, or this relationship, or this situation in your life. You may not always have felt it, but recently for some reason you've been thinking about it, and you have been nostalgic for it, and you feel that, oh, you know, I don't know why. Okay, some of you may know why that break happened, or the passing of ways happened, but you know, you're just feeling like, I should really get back in touch with them. I really miss having them in my life, or you know, it's been so long, and whatever that has happened between us should be, you know, just water under the bridge. I don't want to think about it anymore. I don't want to hold it in me anymore. And this is something that could really heal you. All right, if you let go and you forgive, or even if you don't, if there's nothing to forgive, just coming in contact again could be something that heals you Perhaps it's also time again for this person to have a role in your life, to have some input, or this association, hobby, situation. But you have, if you really look to the depths of it, if you ask your heart sincerely, do you want this back in your life? The answer is yes. Okay? And you can start again with the Page of Wands. I was asking this question, like, what else? Because I'm trying to figure out, like, what the Page of Wands was trying to tell me. But yeah, you can start again. You can start again from this. You can be more vibrant, you can be more happy, more excited, more passionate, more intense with it again. You can start again. Okay, we also have the Empress card come out. So yeah, it will heal you. There will be a rebirth, because the Empress is like that mother figure of our natural world, right? And you see wheat coming out, doves for peace, lotus for calm, serenity, water, emotion. So I really get this feeling, and green, right, is the color of healing with the Archangel Raphael as well. So I really feel that when you get back into that connection, that there will be a lot of healing, there will be peace and clarity in your mind. I think you'll feel that the weight goes off of your shoulders, because, like I said, it's not that you have been thinking about this or missing this for a long time, but recently it's really come to the fore in your mind, in your heart. And with it coming to the fore, when you address it and you go back and make up that relationship, get together again, start again, put the past behind you, you'll just have this new refreshed feeling, like I said, a rebirth. And it'll fuel you, it may fuel the other person as well, but very importantly, it will heal you and make you have that that which you're looking for, like just that quiet happiness, that quiet happiness, like you feel that everything in life has come together again, like you don't have something niggling at you. Sometimes when you have a big argument with somebody that you love, or somebody who's close to you, and then you don't want to talk with each other because nobody wants to be the first to apologize, and then you're like, oh, and then, but at the back of your mind you have this feeling of like, oh, I really don't want this to go on anymore, I want to be good with them again. That feeling will go away. Okay, so the answer is yes, and it will be good for you, pile 2. It will be healing, and it will be happy, it will be pleasant. At the very least, it gives you that comfort and serenity and clears your mind. Okay, you see, I used a different deck, and we have the 9 of Wands again, which is what you had here. Okay, so there is that feeling of this is somebody from the past, this is some event, something, some important thing in your life that was from the past. But when this came out again, what I get is that, this is an old hurt for some of you, an old hurt that did leave you. 5 of Cups here again. 5 of Cups from different decks, from different decks. So it has left you feeling really out in the blue, out in the gray, with the rain coming down, and you're just like trudging along. For some of you, perhaps, that break up, that breaking apart has colored your days. in that way, like blue, purple, drab, cold, wet. And in this Five of Cups, look at this, you know, usually there's 3 cups that are turned over and 2 cups still standing, but in the latest Five of Cups you see 4 cups that are turned over and 1 standing. So yeah, you have been feeling it a little bit more recently. So go ahead, guys, pile 2, go ahead and get this over with. Connect. Okay, let the past be the past. Forgive if you must, forget if you must, but let it be in the past. All right, so I want to see what can you do? What can you do in this situation? What can you do? What are you advised to? Okay. So there is the 8 of Cups. So immediately, I have 2 thoughts about this. Immediately, if you cannot do good on this, if you really decide, because you have free will, right? If you really decide that I cannot go back, I cannot mend this relationship, I cannot, then you walk away from it forever. That's it. It's gone from you forever. So this is a decision you'll have to take. Okay, this is a decision that is going to be quite life-changing in your life. If you cannot do it this time, now, you walk from that opportunity forever. And that's not a scare, that's not a threat to you, pile 2. This is up to you to decide, because it is your free will. So you walk from it forever. Or for the other sets of you who feel that they can and they want to connect, reconnect. They want to bring that presence or that thing, that situation back into their lives again. Then you're walking away from all that burden, that heaviness of emotion that has been in you, especially recently. Remember when I said that you will be healed, which we see with the Empress here. You will be healed. Okay, so that's a clear message for the 2 groups of people that are here now. We also see the Ace of Wands started. There is a brand new start. There is a brand new start, and all you have to gather that fire within you. Okay, let's not do this half-heartedly. Gather that fire within you and make it clear to this person, to this family member, to the situation. Take decisive steps on reconnecting. Okay, the Hanged Man. Time to see the things from a different perspective. It's not a time for pause anymore. Okay, flip it around, because I mean, you have been thinking about it, guys. You have been thinking about it. So why leave yourself in that difficulty of like, oh, you know, should I, shouldn't I? Oh, I would really like to, but I don't want to. You know, look at things from a different perspective if you have to. Okay. And the 9 of Pentacles. So you have the 9 of Cups and you have the 9 of Pentacles. Yeah. So I do see that there is that freedom that your life will take on, that you will be able to bring for yourself as you heal. The 9 of Pentacles, you will feel that freedom in your life from the old emotions, from the old entanglements, from the old weight. Okay? I don't know why you've suddenly been weighed down by this. Why has this come to the fore for pile 2 recently? Why has this come to the fore for pile 2 recently? Why has this, That's too many cards. I'm going to put it back. Why has this come to the fore for pile 2 recently? Wow, okay, again, a lot of cards. See, there's a lot of energies that's like all over the place. Like, you know, my cards are just going all over the place. 2 cards, please. 2 cards, please. 1 more card, please. Why has this suddenly come to the fore for pile 2? Thank you very much. Okay, so we have the 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups. Why has this suddenly come to the fore, guys? 7 of Cups, Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Wheels. Something has happened. Something new has happened. Something that opened your eyes. Or a bigger, more mature emotional state within you has opened your eyes to, I want a new start, I want to do something new, I want to change what has gone on before. Perhaps you were never truly comfortable with the loss of this person or the loss of the situation or activity from your life. And so now you've reached a space and a readiness where you feel, okay, I'm gonna do this. You know, there's something new that's happened in your life. And remember, there was the Death card earlier, if you remember, a transformation that happened, whether for you or the other person. Yeah, so there is a new emotion. Maybe there's a new realization that life is short, that we should not be holding grudges, we should not be regretful, because when some permanent change happens, there is no space for regret, right? So there is a big welling of emotion in you, a new emotion, a new realization, and you realize that, okay, I want to do something else, I want to change this that has happened in my life. And you do have some pretty positive cards, that if you go ahead with this, it will heal you. For those who decide that I cannot go back to this, do not force yourself, do not push yourself, you know, because maybe your pathway does not involve getting back. Okay, the question now is just, the question in your mind is, should I reconnect? The question is, yes, you should reconnect, but we're not saying that your spirit guides and your angels are not saying that you have to, this is what you need to do. No, there's no such thing. You have free will. So if you decide that you cannot forgive and forget, or you cannot get back together with this person, or you cannot let this activity or hobby or situation back in your life, then walk away from it forever and make peace with yourself about it. Okay, do not second guess yourself again and again. Makes no use. Okay, so there I do see those 2 scenarios for all of you who chose pile 2. So you take what resonates with you, whether you do want to and you can, or you do not want to and you cannot. Okay, but if you do want to, then there is healing for you. There is healing, there is rebirth, there is new a new start, a fresh start. Okay, so let's see the advice that has come out for you from our Angel Power Oracle deck. You've got the 7 of Michael. There is a better course of action available to you. Walking alone may not be the best answer. Review all the details. So remember what I said. There is either like a new breath of emotional maturity to you, or new emotional spectrum, new emotions that have come to you that have opened your eyes up to the possibility. Yeah, it could be that. So we've got the 7 of Michael here that says, you know, there is a better course of action. Review all the details. If you've got new understanding, new knowledge about it, new motivations. Look at them and then decide what you want to do. But this is the advice to you. Okay, the other card you've got is the Queen of Michael, and we know Archangel Michael is that archangel that when you call upon him for help, for guidance, for protection, he's there walking beside you to help you, to guide you, to protect you. Okay, and you've got both cards from the Michael suit, or the Archangel Michael. Okay, so you've got the Queen of Michael here. You know exactly what to do. Yes, that's why I'm telling you there are two groups of you, one who can and want to, one who does not want to and cannot. Okay, you know exactly what to do. The benefit of experience, a time for your career rather than relationships. Oh, could it be that it is a new start in, like, you know, getting to something, a lifelong dream that you've always had, setting up a business that you always thought you wanted to, or you did it before and it didn't go well, and now you feel that, you know, you're ready and able to do it again. New start, new thing in life, new money perhaps. Yeah, okay, perfect. That's amazing. So I love this reading for you. I really hope that you'll think long and hard about what you want to do next. I hope that it has been helpful to you at the start of the new year. Thank you so much, Pal 2, for being here. If you've liked this reading, please give me a thumbs up, comment, share, subscribe to the Three Lotus Tarot. Happy 2024. Until I see you in the next one. Bye, guys. Hello, Pal 3. Welcome to your reading, my first reading in 2024. Look, you have chosen the Knight of Pentacles and the red Seahorse. Okay, so the question on your mind, the answer is, take time to observe and study the lay of the land, the facts of the matter, before you make a decision. Okay, the Knight of Pentacles is somebody who is a careful knight. He's not going to go all blustery and rushing into battle. Okay, he is the slowest moving knight in the deck, and he really takes his, you know, his decisions, his actions to heart. He holds them, he holds himself, I would say, to a very high degree of responsibility. So he does not rush into things recklessly, needlessly. The answer to your question, therefore, Pile 3, is that you need to take a breather. If you have not already, you need to take some time to understand what is the situation or the people or the emotions or the investment, anything, the facts that surround your question. Okay? Before you make a decision, take a good long look. Do not be I'm pressed for time, I have no choice but to quickly make a decision. No, don't do that. You are advised to really really think this through. Yeah. Okay, so let's have a quick look into what your situation or your question might be about, because I know in 2024, beginning of the year and all that, right? A lot of people make resolutions. A lot of people have many things that they're thinking of wanting to start, wanting to do, wanting to change, wanting to stop. So let's get some ideas. What is Pile 3's situation relating to? What is Pile 3's question in relation to? Let's just get some idea as to what it could cover. Of course, this is a collective reading, so I might not be able to get, like, you know, very specifically what it is about, but let's take a look. Okay, so the first card that came out is the Moon. So perhaps I'm not really going to be able to get the information about with a lot of clarity. I'm not able to get a lot of clarity about what you're thinking about, but it might be your dreams as well. It could be something to do with your dreams or something that you're not quite sure of. Okay, so these are all the potential aspects or areas that your question could be about. So if you had several questions, then this may help you pinpoint which question this answer is for. All right, but I think very importantly, if you think back to when you were choosing your piles, what was that foremost question in your mind or in your gut, or what niggles at you the most, what hangs on your mind the most? That is the question that this answer is for. Okay, it could be something to do with your dreams. It could be something that you're not too sure of. Maybe you have like a starting of a thought about it, but you've not got really everything thought out. So that question or that situation, which is why perhaps you're advised to really take some time to study the surrounding facts of the matter. Okay, also it could be it could be about love. Like I see again, that's why I say this. It could be about love. It could be about having children. Should I or should I not have another child? Perhaps. Yeah. Nine of Swords, something that's been weighing on your mind a lot, something that's been worrying you a lot, something that has been giving you restlessness, anxiety, sleepless nights. You feel lost, you feel confused, you don't know what to do. I think there are some possibilities of what you can do, but maybe you don't want to do them, or you don't see them yet. I don't know, because you see, like, they're around you, but your eyes are closed, and you're like, maybe you're putting a lot more pressure of, on yourself, or putting a lot more drama on yourself than you need to, and that's why you don't see the ways out. But yeah, so basically it could be about love, could be about children, could be about something that you haven't really formed in your head yet, some dreams, something that has kept you restless and anxious, and yeah, some unhappiness. I know this is the Five of Swords and not the Five of Cups, but it gives me the feeling of unhappiness. There's an unhappiness in you, or maybe you had a fight with somebody important to you, or you had a fight that weighs on your mind a lot. That is what your question could be about. Yep, so we are a planet of I don't know how many billions of people, right? 18 billion. So your situation could touch on any of these aspects. Yeah, but whatever it is, I think you're asked to take it slow. Take it slow and analyze things properly. Hey, a card flipped over. I thought I saw a card that was open. There you go. This card was flipped over. The Tower. A big giant change in your life. I think that if you make this decision, it could be a big giant change in your life. Let's take a look. What is the Tower about, please? What is the Tower about, please? For pile 3. What is the Tower about for pile 3? What is the Tower about for pile 3? Oh, that's quite a lot of cards. Let's just take a look first, okay? Okay, we have Death here. So remember, the question is, what was the Tower about? We've got Death. We've got Justice. The Devil. 3 major arcana. 7 of Wheels. Dishonesty. In money matters. I saw that in these cards as well. Energy. 3 of Cups. and the Nine of Wands. Okay, so I asked, so we have the Tower come up, and I got the message that what you choose to do, which you're asked to really take a good look at before you do, could change your life a lot. Like, it could really shake the foundations of your life. It could really change a lot of things in your life. It will bring about a Tower moment. A Tower moment can be very, very chaotic, very destructive. Usually I see the Tower as a change that brings about new situations or new aspects that need to be there in your life. But this one here, I see a lot of destruction. I see a lot of pain, a lot of so you must be careful and really use your wisdom and really use time to think this through, okay? Because there could be a big change in your life following the actions. And what is the Tower about? I see that, you know, there could be a legal thing that's happened, a dishonesty with legal matters, perhaps following a death. So perhaps like a will that will be left behind or that will be found, but there is something dodgy, something not quite right. People trying to cut corners, people trying to take what doesn't belong to them. There is that shadow aspect. That shadow aspect. At first it may feel like, wow, yay. At first the person who did it, infiltrate, decided to do what is a little bit under the radar. And I'm not saying that that's the decision that you're trying to make. Yeah, it could be, could not be, but yeah. Okay, so if you or the other person, somebody is having those baser thoughts about doing something not so above table, not so on the radar, trickery, then at first there could be a lot of celebration, happiness, spending the money, yahoo, but in the end it still comes back down to the Nine of Wands energy, where the feeling is not so happy anymore, it's not so good anymore. Okay, wow, that's heavy. I didn't expect that to come out. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. Because I think the Tower plays like a big role. It could be like a big indicator of be careful for you, pile 3, and watch what happens. Be very careful to know the facts and in what is happening around you. So there could be somebody trying to do this. So be careful, okay? Pile 3. So what can you do going forward? What next steps can you do with your situation? What next steps can pile 3 do in this situation? Please, what next steps can pile 3 do in their situation, please? Let's look at these 2 cards first. Okay, so we've got the Wheel come up. The Wheel of Fortune. Something's going to come full circle. could be this, like what I mentioned just now. At first there's happiness and joy and, you know, perhaps spending money, ill-gotten gains, but then at the end of the day karma comes around. But it could also be that whatever you're doing, what's going to happen could be something that is a turn of the wheel, and it will be a finishing of a chapter, a closing off of a chapter. It could be a lesson that you learn. It could be a lesson that you learn for yourself or about other people. But it is a condition or a situation that's going to happen in your life, that has to happen because there are some lessons that you need to learn from it. Okay, what are your next steps? There's also the Three of Swords. So it might not be an easy lesson for you to learn, but it is a lesson that you need to learn perhaps. Can we know a little bit more? Can we know a little bit more? Next steps. What next steps for pile 3? What next steps for pile 3? Okay, so we've got the Five of Cups, which is that feeling of sadness, unhappiness, regret. We've got the Four of Cups, which is only seeing what's in front of you, not seeing like the full picture. So like what I talked about earlier, right? You need to see everything. You need to be able to see everything. Five of Cups, confused, not confused, sadness, regret. Regret comes through very strongly from this card. Regret. Regret. You're only seeing what's in front of you, which is why you're advised to see everything else. And then you've also got the King of Wands. The King of Wands. The King of Wands. What is the King of Wands about? Energy at the bottom of the deck, the Hermit. Ooh, you need to go really deep into yourself and figure out the best thing to do for your soul, for yourself. You need to find the path. Maybe now you're a little bit lost, you're a little bit regretful. You're a bit lost, you're a bit sad, remorse. You feel remorse, yeah, broken hearted. It is something that you have to go through, but you're not seeing all that there is, because there is some help that may come in for you, or there is some expansion of maturity that's waiting for you at the end of this experience. So you need to figure it out. Okay, so somehow I got the World as well. You need to figure it out, and that will be like the end of that chapter. Once you figure it out, once you understand what the situation is trying to teach you. And I don't mean that you make a decision to go ahead and do the thing that you want to do and that will teach you the lesson. No, this on its own could very much be the lesson, that pausing to take note and really make a proper decision, a full decision that you feel that you can be comfortable with. That in itself could be the lesson, and that chapter that you have to close off. But you have to really, I think this card is very important, the Hermit. You have to understand for yourself, what is it that you're learning. You have to figure it out. You you will evolve on your way towards finding this. Okay. I'd like to get a few more cards about the Hermit, please. A few more cards. And get some clarification about the Hermit, please. For pile 3. Too many cards. Can we get some clarification for the Hermit card, please? Okay. The Magician. Okay. Okay. The Hermit card. How do you... How does your angels and your spirit guides, how do they want to help you on this journey to figure it out for yourself? You've got the Magician, you've got the 8 of Wands, you've got the 2 of Wheels. Okay, so yeah, you are being guided, so don't worry about it. You know, sometimes we think about like, how am I gonna figure this out? I don't know what I'm supposed to figure out. I don't know. If I knew, I wouldn't be here, or something like that. I don't know. Okay, but you need to figure out this lesson. You need to learn this lesson. You need to understand what calls to you and what makes your heart at ease, makes your heart full. You have to find that way for yourself. You have the light, you have the staff, you can find your way through it, and then you get further corroboration to this message. When I asked your guides and angels, you have everything. You have the skills that you need, you have the resources that you need, so you shouldn't fear. Okay, you have it, you'll be able to do it. Once you sit down to really looking at the situation, you'll be able to figure it out with the 8 of Wands. Speed, timeliness, you know, you won't be like floundering in the swamp of confusion for a long time. You'll be able to figure it out, and all you need to do now is then balance everything. Just keep on an even keel. Do not sway too much on any particular side, but you know, you're learning how to do this. You're learning how to do this, how to live your life the way that you ought to, or the way that is best for you, for your highest good. That is what you're learning to do. Wow, those are pretty strong energies that are coming from your pile. Very strong energies for me. So I'm going to close off your reading, pile 3, with some final words of advice, please, from the Archangel Oracle deck. Some final words of advice, please. Thank you. Okay, so you do have divine guidance, pile 3. Divine guidance, so don't worry. You are meant to figure things out, but you have divine guidance to help you. Okay, the search for meaning in life. Consider an alternative approach. Surround yourself with wise teachers or friends. Yes, I'm going to leave that right there, because divine guidance will support your search for the truth that's for your highest good, pile 3. Okay, so thank you so much. I will close off this reading now. If you've liked this reading, if you found it helpful, please give me a thumbs up. Happy 2024. I wish you great luck with your endeavors. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.